Hey, Scott Austin here from Product Graph. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a new product to the Add a Box page. Many of the sites we build out with personalization, we have, after they personalize the product, a second page, which is an upsell or cross-sell promotional page that says, hey, now that you've purchased this gift, would you also like to put a box in that gift package you're putting together? So the store I'm going to be demoing this in is the Etchings Expressions store, and but we do this in more than one store. So here we are on the Etchings Expressions Add a Box page, and you can see here I'm in Chrome right now, and down in this corner over here, as I hover over elements on the page here in a second, I'm going to you're going to see a URL show up down here. So what this page does is it lists out the different options that the customer has for completing their gift package, boxes, wrapping, and that kind of stuff. And the product is either personalized or not. And if it's personalized, we treat it one way. If it's not personalized, we treat it another way. So here's a not personalized product. And you can see as we hover over it, the button says Add to Order. And if you look down at the bottom over here, when I hover over, you can see the URL that it's shown here. And this URL is an add to cart URL. So it says /cart/add $ID equals, and then like a big long 10 to 12 character number, which is the ID that gets added into the cart here. Now, if the product is personalized, this is the not personalized because we don't have to go to the product page and enter any personalization. But on this product, which is personalized, we've got to send the user to the product page to personalize it and then add it to their cart. So in this one, the URL that we're sending it to is actually the products URL. So it says /products/single wood box engraved. So this list here is not a collection because each element gets treated differently. In a collection, every element would be treated the same. The button would say add to cart or personalize. We couldn't change it between it. So we built this page out. It's not done by a collection, and I'll show you how it's done here in a second. So let's actually go into the store admin, and I'm on the pages section. I'm going to click on add a box. And as that comes up, you can see here in the content of the page, even if I look at an HTML view, there's not a lot of content in there. It's just 2 paragraphs of text. So that is a good indicator that a lot of the content is done through theme customization. Another way that I know that is the template over here, page.add-a-box. It's not just the normal page template, it's page.add-a-box. That's another good indication that this page is edited. Most of the content comes from theme customization. So with that said, I'm going to go into the browser session that I already have opened in theme customization on this page because this is such a complex site. It actually takes quite a few seconds to load this up, so I've already preloaded it. And you can see here we're on the Add a Box page, and I have this section called Featured Promotions. And if I click on that Featured Promotions, you'll see that there's an entry in here for each one of the products that are listed. And remember, on the stained wood box, the URL we sent the person to, you can see as I hover over it, that's a /cart/add with the ID number. And on the personalized one, the engraved wood box, if I hover over that URL, it's actually not going to show it, it's just going to show the name of it, but that's the taking you to the product page. So the way we add a new product to this list is we just go down to over on the left, we go down to the bottom of the section and add a new block, add promotion. And we would select an image from the product. Hopefully there's one already existing. We like square images so that they render and lay out on the page well on mobile and on desktop. I would add the link, whether it's the product link. And a product link, if you remember, you can just select on product and look it up that way. For the add to cart link, you're going to have to manually type that in. So you would just start typing, and then you would put in the full link there. I'm going to Remove that there because now I've got the computer looking for that link which doesn't exist. And then the header is the text that shows up in red over here. And then the text here is the hover text. So right now, all we're doing in this page is putting in the price. And then the button label would either be the add to order or the personalized, depending on which experience we're doing here. Now, the other thing to show you is on that URL that we talked about. Let me just go back to the front end. And I'm going to hover over stained wood box. And down in that lower left-hand corner, I can see the ID that's shown. Like I said, it's 10 to 12 characters. This one ends in 769. Now that ID is actually the variant ID, not the product ID, because a product can have multiple variants. It's the variant ID. I'm going to show you how to find that. So I'm going to go back to the admin, and we're on the pages section right now. We're going to go into products, and we're going to look up that stained wood box. All right, there's a single wood box. And remember that number ended in 769. So when I bring up this product in the admin, up in the URL, you can see that I've got a big long number, but this one ends in 377. This is the product ID. And if you remember, I said I wanted the variant ID. And now the fun thing about this whole process is there's no variant ID that's shown on this page. So we have to find another way to find the variant ID. And the way we do that is we go back up to the URL and just add to the end of the URL string that is there, .xml. So we're going to look at an alternative view of this content. And here is the XML view. It's just a whole bunch of text, right? And what we're looking for is the variant ID, and that's usually up near the top. And you can see here where it's going to do an array of the variants. So if there's more than one variant, it will show them all. In this case, we only have one variant because there's no alternative options for this box. So here's the variant array, the first variant shown, and then here you can see the ID, and it's that big long 10 to 12 character or 10 to 12 digit number, and this one does end in the 769. So that's the variant ID that we're looking for to add to the end of that URL string for /cart/add ID equals question mark, or question mark ID equals, and then that big long string. This is where you get that number from. So we went to the product page in the admin, and we added XML at the end of it. So then, if you're in here in the theme customization section, you would just enter that URL, the whole full URL, https://store domain /cart/add, and then question mark ID equals. And you can look at an existing link, because I'm trying to remember off the top of my head and I'm getting it mixed up, but you can look at an existing link to see what that structure looks like. But you want to type that whole long URL string in, including the store domain, the HTTPS, type that all in, and then you can add it into that link. So that is how we add another product to the Add a Box page. Hopefully that helps. If not, let me know, and I'm sure we'll get you where you need to be.